All right, guys, we're taking a look today at the GoveeLife Smart Air Purifier 2 Pro. So this is the version that got released in the fall of 2024, the latest version of this smart air purifier. Basically works just like any other 360 air purifier. The air is going to come through here and then shoot out the clean air out through the top. To change the filter, it's just a quick little twist of that lid there, and then you can take it out just like this. Of course, it's that 3-layer filter, so there's the outer kind of pre-filter to catch all the larger particles. Then you got your true HEPA filter there in the middle. And then of course the carbon filter on the inside for getting rid of smells and whatnot. So a cool, unique thing about this air purifier that I haven't seen on a lot of other ones is that you can actually just take that off because it's Velcroed. So if this gets dirty, you can, clean it on your own without having to replace it. All right, so the controls at the top, you're gonna press that middle button there, of course, to turn it on, real easy. And then at the bottom left there, you're gonna see the fan buttons. And as you'll see there, there's 3 different modes that you can choose from. And then above that, you have that clock. So of course, that's gonna be the timer button. So you can choose between 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, and 8 hours. At the very top there, that's the night light. And I'm gonna show you with the app as well, you can change the colors and whatnot. You can really customize this thing for the night lights. There's the moon button there, which of course will be the night mode. So if you press that, it's gonna get to its quietest setting, and it's gonna also dim the lights, as you can see, so it won't bother you at night. And then you do have a reset filter button here. So that's gonna turn red when the filter has gone bad, and then you would just press and hold that for 3 seconds to reset it. And then at the very bottom there, you have that turbo. So it is the loudest setting, but it's also gonna be the fastest and most powerful setting. But let's take a look at the app now because it lets you have really fine control over this thing. So I'll show you what I mean now. All right, guys, so here is the app. And of course, you can use that button right in the middle there to turn the thing on and off. Right below that, you'll see the various settings for fans. The main 3 right there. You can hear it turning on in the background. But also, of course, the sleep mode and turbo mode. Now, this next part down here, the night light, is really what makes this thing so useful because you can turn off and on the night light, but if you click into night light, you can actually then change the brightness up here. But below that, those 4 buttons down here are really what makes this useful. So by default, you can choose it to be essentially an air quality monitor, so the light anywhere from red to green and everything in between. But if you choose color, that's where you can set it to any color that you want. You can use the presets up here, or you can go ahead and use this bar to choose a color. You can also use a color wheel. And you can save those colors using the Save to My Colors button there, and that will put it into this list of My Colors. Next is Scene, and this is essentially, you can pick from these 5 presets, and they're basically a collection of similar colors and hues. So forest, for example, will slowly switch from various shades of green. Ocean will be various shades of blue. But DIY is probably one of the coolest ones. You'll see there's 2 different options, gradient and twinkle. Gradient, basically, it'll morph from one color to the other, depending on which ones you have chosen down there. And you can change the speed at which it does that using that bar there. And then twinkle, this is where it'll show a color, it'll turn off, and then move on to the next color. And with that as well, you can change the speed and choose any colors you want. Next, under night light, you have scheduling. So basically you can add a schedule. So you'll click on and then put in the time. And then you will just click add, or that check mark rather, up top. It'll add that. And then you can schedule a time for it to turn off. So then you just make sure the off is checked off, and then you can choose the time for that as well. And then same thing, click that check mark to add that. And then timer, this is cool because where you're limited by 2, 4, 8 hours on the LED display, here you can choose any various number of hours along with minutes. And then display down here, this is referring to the actual light on the LED display, so you can turn that on and off. And then here's a filter life where you can check how much of that life is left. So definitely something that you want to download and use with your air purifier. All right, guys, so I hope that helps you decide whether this guide is going to be right for you, but it's a pretty capable air purifier, and the app makes it that much more powerful. So definitely check this thing out today.